All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce you to the two fighters. Next fight on our card here. 5 by 3 minute rounds professional boxing. Introducing to you first, standing across in the red corner, weighed in officially 88.15 kilos. Trained out of the Warrior Boxing Gym, where he is looked after by Johnny Black. Introducing to you, Lomi Tusi, Lomi! And his opponent standing across in the blue corner. Tipped the scales yesterday, 90.05 kilos. Trained by Stephen Ng out of the Matrix Boxing Gym. Give it up, please welcome Casey Caswell!
We'll do it now. Having a few issues over there in the red corner. I'll get the story out of the way now, Nate.
Yep, let's hear it.
Casey Caswell, 5-0, a big cruiserweight too. He's a monster. Back into training when he was living on the Sunshine Coast. I happened to be living up there too and attending the same gym. And we'd go through and do some drills together, and we actually did a bit of little sparring. And I got ability and ambition mixed up, and instead of putting one on my face, he got me with a body shot. Now, it was the first body shot in a fair income spar that I'd ever received.
Yep.
There were tears. 4 days. 4 days.
Now you understand what we talk about when we say you can recover from a head shot, but not a body shot.
Exactly right. It is Casey Caswell in the white. And there's a big right hand over the top from Caswell on Lomi Tusi. Yep, the counter's been put on, as it should be too.
Yeah, a legitimate knockdown, no doubt.
5, 6, 7, 8.
He is a big puncher in Casey Caswell. He's had the 5 wins, 4 by knockout.
Went the distance last up, did you know?
That was his first one that he went the distance, that's right. So up against the very tough and durable Kado Falafehi, his last bout. And we saw something different that night from Casey, because obviously he's been blowing everyone out of the water, but he had to be patient against a very dangerous fighter. So I'm sure that will help him throughout his pro boxing career.
It certainly will. Took to the pro ranks a little later than most. Very successful business-wise and out of boxing, and moved from the Sunshine Coast down to the Gold Coast, where he works in insurance. And priorities lie elsewhere. I'd love to see him busy. I would have loved to have seen him busy a number of years ago, but he's certainly the better for it, being linked with Stevie NG and the crew down on the coast, Matrix.
He's got plenty of talent. There's no disputing that. And he has linked up with one of the best in the country in the Matrix Boxing Gym.
They're doing good things, aren't they?
Magnificent things. And obviously that's got a lot to do with Stephen NG.
Tusi just can't find a way through. Caswell basically looking to bulldoze and demolish the arms and the defences of Lomi Tusi. It was 1 and 2. And has bitten off a lot tonight in coming up against Casey Caswell.
You're right, he's 1 and 2, but he isn't afraid of a hard fight.
Oh, no.
His last fight was against the very, very talented and undefeated fighter Luke Modini, who we'll see later on in the card. And now he's in front of another undefeated prospect in Casey Caswell. So he's not scared of the hard fight, that's for sure, Lomi Tusi.
Modini Caswell is mouth-watering, the prospect of that maybe over the course of the next year.
Why not?
Both at 5-0 as they step into the ring tonight. This from Tusi, very nice. Right hand just whisked past Casey Caswell. If he hadn't had a shave this morning, probably would have got the end of the whiskers.
And if he's going to win this fight, that's where he has to fight it. He has to fight it in a phone booth. He has to back him to the corners and the ropes and fight it on his terms. And this is where he wants it to be.
Now, a little bit of blood, and I think it may be from Casey Caswell in the left eye. Good action on both sides of Casey Caswell. No? Really encouraging first round. In fact, for both guys, some heavy shots.
Yeah, he did score that knockdown, so you'd think he would still win the round based on that, but it was, oh, look at that shot. Caught him top of the head, knocked off his equilibrium, and his balance was just all over the place, and he fell to the canvas.
Did well to recover, mate.
Yeah, he did. He did. Those shots is hard to recover from because it knocks off your equilibrium and you're sort of disorientated for a while, but it seemed like he bounced back straight away. So credit to him and his fitness.
Here we go for round number 2. 2 of 5 at cruiserweight.
Yeah, another 5-round contest, and it was a good jab to start off things this second round for Casey Caswell.
Casey really sits down on his jab. It is thunderous. There's been boxers littered across history that probably don't have the fastest jab, but the jab is almost a knockout shot. They've just got that balance right. When they get their reach right, it thunders into the chin of their opponent.
Well, you spoke about the man earlier, Danny Green. He could knock somebody out with his jab. His jab was as strong as the normal right hand of a normal person in his weight division. So definitely it is a big tool to have in boxing.
Caswell here doing well defensively. Tuso just struggling to find a gap through the middle of Casey Caswell, who wears a right hand. Good shot from Lomi.
Yeah, big clubbing right hand hitting the mark there from Lomi Tusi.
Boys almost clash heads there. That would have been really ugly. Body shot from Caswell. He changes levels and goes upstairs.
Yeah, 2 and 3 good shots there from Caswell.
Random fact that Casey Caswell's dad does a wonderful Big Joe Joyce impersonation. Great Irish traveller, king of the gypsies before the modern day came through.
Casey originally out of the UK, but now calls Noosa, Queensland home.
Tusi going head hunting here. Caswell launches his first shot at the body. Yep. Done a bit of sparring with Dempsey McKean down at Matrix. Just off his game a bit here, Casey.
He is. I think he's been unsettled a bit. I mean, and it's because Tusi's not giving him any respect. He's not showing, he's throwing whatever he wants when he wants. Usually people are hesitant to throw towards Casey because he is that big dominating figure in front of him, but it's not rocking Tusi at all.
Tusi's going head hunting, Casey's going to the body. It's only 5 rounds. Tusi looks in good nick, so I don't know how much success there will be to the body in just 15 minutes unless there's that one crisp shot that just buckles him.
Yeah, I think the key punch to Casey's victory here will be the uppercut. You can see as Tusi comes in, he burrows his head really low. If he shoots up an uppercut, he can catch him unaware and knock him out.
Yeah, he's tried a couple of times that one. Casey, there it is again. Good round, really good round of pro boxing here at Eaton's Hill. In a contest that is sponsored by Ryan Hunter and the legends at Zoo Creative. Check them out on the web, Zoo Creative. And that's Z-O-O, not as in Tim and Kostya.
Stephen just trying to settle down his boy here. He's probably being caught up in the moment a little bit. He's trying to fight fire with fire at times, but that's a dangerous prospect when you're up against somebody like Tusi. So I think he's just got to use his advantages to his ability and get back on that jab. He is a taller person. He has to get back to centering where he's most comfortable and work everything off that jab.
Round 3, we're just going 5. We went 5 in the last fight between Nathan Watson and Dim Skillies, and it was separated on all 3 judges' scorecards by just 1 point. It was a split decision in favour of Nathan Watson. Tell you what, if it had been 4 or 6, it could have very well been that draw.
Yes, no doubt.
Lomi Tusi in the black, Casey Caswell in the white.
Oh, it's a big left hook right hand there from Tusi. Only one hitting the mark, but here comes Caswell pouring on some pressure himself.
Yeah, both guys already, just in the opening 35 seconds of round 3, have had combinations, scoring punches. Oh, Tusi walking into a right hand again. You'll remember the one from the first round. In fact, he actually might not, as Caswell once again looks for that uppercut as Tusi comes in. Nathan cleverly pointed out that Tusi comes in and often the head's down, and there's an opportunity there. And Caswell and Stephen NG have seen that. And here's a little bit more aggression, and the percentages are up for Casey Caswell. A couple of good shots.
Yeah, he doesn't have to get caught up here, though. He can't just get flustered, because that's exactly what Lomi Tusi wants. He wants to throw. He wants him to throw with him, because then that's when things open up for Tusi. He can catch him with a big shot, and he's got the power to drop Caswell.
In layman's terms, Tusi wants to fight.
Yes, exactly.
He's not particularly interested in a boxing match. He wants to fight, and the wilder it gets, the better.
If it could be in that one corner, he'll be happy. That's right. But whereas Casey Caswell, like I said earlier, he's got all the advantages. This is where he wants to be. In center ring. As Tusi does a good job to back him onto the ropes again, and a big right hand there from Tusi. And a body shot to follow up as well.
Really good from Lomi here. Both guys excelling. Gee, this proves a point that I've harped on about for 20 years, that you don't need big names to make a good fight. You need a good matchmaker. It's far more important.
Exactly. As long as they're evenly matched,
yeah,
it's going to be a spectacle for the audience.
30 seconds remaining, round number 3. And both guys, I don't know what their mindset will be after 9 minutes as they go back to the stools. Are they thinking, I've got this, or are they thinking, oh, I'm in a bit of trouble?
Well, I mean, Casey Caswell does have that knockdown to his favour, so he's definitely won that round.
Great
so
point.
That might be the deciding factor towards the end of this fight. But I'll tell you what, he looks uncomfortable in this fight. All the fights I've seen so far, he's been dominating. He's ruled the roost. He's done things when he wanted to. This fight, Tusi's not allowing him to. He's all over him. He's like a rash, and he's hating it, Caswell. See some replays here from round number 3. It was some good combination punches from Tusi, especially when he had his back to the ropes, but look at that right hand from Caswell. Uppercut just missing the mark there from Tusi. Another great fight here. It is the 3rd fight in this After Dark program, and all 3 have been crackers so far.
First 2 going to the judges' scorecard. A win to Ryan Lucas at middleweight. Nathan Watson remains undefeated, but by the barest of margins. Cracking fight against Dim Skillies, and Casey Caswell, Lomi Tusi on at the moment. We are into round number 4. 4-minute rounds. This is the cruiserweight division. Both guys weighed in just under the 90.71 kilo limit. Tusi has shown a whole lot in his last 2 rounds. He was knocked down literally after 20 seconds, and I thought it was going to be a really early and easy night for Casey Caswell. how wrong we were.
Yeah, he can go one or two ways. He's definitely gone the other way. He's come home stronger. He wants those rounds back. He wants to claw back those rounds. So he's put on a great spectacle. Like we've said, he's thrown plenty of punches here, especially for the heavier boys. You don't usually see that often, but he's thrown plenty here tonight, Lomi Tusi.
He's got really good hand-eye, Casey Caswell. And I get the feeling in knowing him as I do, would have been a good young athlete at whatever sport that he decided to pursue, because he's just got that natural athletic ability. So much of it comes down to the hand and the eye and the coordination between the two.
Oh, his physique is second to none. Look at it. He looks like he's a specimen, like he's almost like a Mr. Perfect look-alike from back in the days, the old WWF wrestling.
Oh, don't we love a little bit of Kurt Hennig? Looks like you getting out of the shower of a morning, mate.
Oh, the big right hand.
Big bolo there for Tusi. That was a swing and hope punch, but it found the mark, just didn't quite get all of it. Beautiful little left jab there.
Lomi Tusi is from New Zealand. That was a New Zealand punch if you ever saw one. The big bowl over, come from his knees and finished on Caswell's head.
It came all the way from New Zealand, that one. That went right around the globe. Nice from Caswell, who is bleeding from a cut underneath his right eye now and is actually calling Tusi on and calling him into the fight. Wow. Some big, big bombs. I am already looking forward to the 5th and final round. Because they've stepped it up here. Good shot from Caswell.
He's fighting in patches, Caswell, but when he fights, gee, lands a lot of shots. Another big shot there landed by Caswell.
And Caswell is now calling this fight on, and he's got a level of comfortability that has given him confidence. Good right hand from Casey Caswell. They are punching the you-know-what out of each other.
And he's off his feet here too. See, he looks unsettled on his feet. Look at him. He's almost like a drunken in the middle of the field. The middle of the ring there. That must have hurt, that punch from Casey Caswell.
Oh, you bet it hurt. You bet it hurt. Casey got marks on both sides of the face now.
Yeah, the pretty boy, not so pretty now.
No. The 5th and final. The judges have been required in each and every fight, in each and every round so far tonight.
And this was a recap of the 4th. You can see a couple of wayward shots there from Casey, but he had his fair share that landed as well, I'll tell you that much. And there's one right there, big clubbing right hand to the side of Tusi's head.
That was the one. Tusi absolutely rocked. Ace Boxing Group. Bringing you the action. Zoo Creative is the fight sponsor. He's got a good demeanour about him, Casey Caswell. So too Lomi Tusi. And here we go for the 5th and final round. 3 minutes of sheer cruiserweight brutality presented by the Ace Boxing Group from Eaton's Hill, around Australia, around the world. We hope you're enjoying it. A little wink to the camera from Casey Caswell. He is comfortable. He better not get too comfortable. Not just yet.
Not yet. He's still got 2.5 minutes to survive here. He's got a willing opponent in front of him, and Lomi Tusi, as you can see, another right hand just missing the mark, but that one didn't.
Yeah, that was a double up there from Tusi. Not in quick time, but he found the mark. Here's Caswell just peppering and pushing and scoring with the left jab.
Hold it.
Casey almost thinking about southpaw there. Once again, he is calling Lomi Tusi on. It's almost a personal challenge, a challenge of character, if you like, for Casey Caswell.
Well, the little stat here, this is the longest scheduled fight for Lomi Tusi. He's only ever fought over 4 rounds, so this is a 5-rounder, so this is the first time he's ever seen the 5th round. So you can probably see he's starting to be a little bit more weary in his legs. his punches are getting a little bit more wayward, and that's probably a fitness thing.
It's not only the hands, it's the legs that feel like they're wrapped in concrete. You get to that point where you are just exhausted, mentally and physically, and you have to go again.
Yeah, he's gassed here. You can see the mouth is wide open here in Tusi.
When you get gas, Nate, the power goes. And for a big bloke, that's no good.
It definitely isn't. And Casey Caswell can smell that, and he is starting to unload when he's got his opponents on the ropes here.
Inside the final minute now. Caswell would love a stoppage. At long odds, I would have to say, because Tusi has been brave and is tough. But Casey Caswell opening up here in the final round, a really dominant round for Casey. And again, calls Lomi Tusi on, says, let's jump into the middle and let's throw them.
Another great spectacle for the audience. Action-packed from round 1 to round 5. It hasn't stopped again. As we can see, a little just peppering, like you said, Casey Caswell. He's trying to find that big shot that he can load up on, but he hasn't found it yet.
Last 10 seconds. They would both dearly love that one big shot here. And Caswell may well have it. Tusi, he will last the distance. A cracking fight. A cracking fight.
Now, I think you'll find Lomi Tusi would have been thankful for that bell, because I'll tell you now, he was running on tired legs towards the end of that 5th round. And I think one more round, Casey could have stopped him. But he didn't have to here tonight, because it's only a 5-round contest, and we go to the judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, put your hands together for our 2 fighters. Again, talk about entertainment. So they gave you again a wonderful spectacle. We go to the Dudgers Scorecards. Judge Roy Saunders scores the bout 48-46. Judge Rodney Marsh scores the bout 49-45. Judge Alan Burford scores the bout 49-45. All to your winner by unanimous decision. And it goes to the blue corner, Casey Caswell.
There wasn't a smile, a relaxed smile, until the decision was read out. Maybe some nerves out in the blue corner, but well deserved. Casey Caswell moves to 6-0.